Is everything okay, Anchal? Hello?
Good morning, Father. Yes, Father. We are almost ready. Just confirming Father Vinod now, and then we can begin on time, Father.
Okay, okay, good. All the best. And see, quite many of them are connected.
Yes, Father.
Okay, go ahead, yes. Yes, Nitish, welcome. Hello, Anshul. Hello.
Yes, Father.
Shall we begin?
2 more minutes are there, Father.
Okay.
Yes, Father. Camera's on.
Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have today. Let us begin by Mother Teresa. I, Professor Kamna Michael, invite you all on the webinar series on job opportunities in rural development. A very good morning to Dr. Father Dharam Kishore Lakra SJ, Director XIDS, Dr. Father Sanjay Khujur, Finance Controller XIDS, Father Binod Tuppo SJ, Webinar Convener and Admission Coordinator XIDS, faculty members, professionals, office staff, and my dear students. I welcome you all today for this webinar series. A heartily welcome to all of you. Mahatma Gandhi says, the future of India lies in its villages. We all believe that, right? So with this, I request Dr. Father Dharam Kishore Lakra SJ, Director XIDS, to kindly address the gathering. Father, kindly unmute your mic, please.
Good morning to you all, my dear participants. On behalf of Xavier Institute of Development Action and Studies, in short XIDAS, I extend my warm welcome to all the honorable participants for today's webinar. As an educationist, I feel that the pandemic has brought many blessings in disguise for right-thinking people. We see the mode of education is changing. Rather, we are acclimatizing ourselves according to the signs of time. We are not only confined to the four corners of the classroom, but are able to reach out near and far through online mode of education. I wish we learn many more new innovations to update ourselves intellectually. The topic of today's webinar is job opportunities in rural development. We know that 60 to 70% of the population lives in rural areas. Also, many economists and experts would say that the same percentage of the economy lies in rural areas. Why there is an imbalance in development between the urban and the rural areas? The government distributes the funds proportionately for the development of each part of our country. What is rural development? Rural development means an action plan for the economic and social upliftment of rural areas. It aims at improving the quality of life of people living in rural areas. It focuses on the action for the development of areas that are lagging behind in the overall development of the rural economy. For India's economy to be strong, the rural economy needs to grow. Rural areas are still plagued by problems of malnourishment, illiteracy, unemployment, and lack of basic infrastructure like schools, colleges, hospitals, sanitation, civic amenities. Urban-rural road links can play a vital role in rural growth. Strengthening the agriculture sector, encouraging non-farm activities, establishing service sector companies, clean energy industries in rural areas can create plenty of job opportunities. Graduates or postgraduates of this field can find the lucrative job opportunities. You can get jobs in government or private sectors. You can also work in various NGOs and organizations. If you are really concerned about the country's economic growth and want to improve the condition of rural areas, then it is the best opportunity for you. A study in rural development and management has become one of the most sought courses to study and research at postgraduate level. There are a number of institutions and colleges all over India to pursue your studies on rural development and rural management. Welcome once again and all the best for the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your enriching words. I heartily welcome Dr. Uma C. Saha, Dean, XIDS, Dr. Jogendra Pathak, our keynote speaker, and other dignitaries who have joined with us today. A heartily welcome to all of you. Can we give a round of applause for everyone here? We can't hear the sound, but yes, we can see the expressions. Fine, now I request Professor Anshul Mishra to take us on a virtual tour of XIDS. This is a pathway to ZDAS, our admission academic block. This is our Bogart Center, our reception, our auditorium, Jesuit House, the most important place, where you perform, enjoy, and celebrate. Classrooms, computer lab, library, of course, alumni cell, placement cell, admission cell.
For the coming batch, admission has already started and you are most welcome to take admission in ZDAS. Xavier Institute is well known for its education and is spread all over the world. So be part of it.
Dr. Father Michael Vanden Bogart was a charismatic personality. He was from Belgium and he came to India in 1951. He worked in different Jesuit management institutions in central India. He came to Jabalpur in 1995 and established ZDAS.
Xavier Institute of Development Action and Studies, ZDAS Jabalpur, is one of the Xavier Brand Management School in the heartland of the country. It is committed to impart the quality education tailored with the latest requirement of the corporate house as well as development organization. So I invite you to visit our campus and spend some time with our people.
Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to ZDAS, premier Jesuit B school in India, like XLRI in Jamshedpur, XISS in Ranchi, and Lima in Chennai. You are choosing well to come and study here because this is definitely a Jesuit brand. Welcome again to ZDAS. God bless you. Hearty welcome.
Thank you, Professor Anchal. I now request Father Binod Tuppo SJ, the webinar convener and admission coordinator, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. This is Father Vinod Topo, webinar convener. There are many academic institutions within India focusing on rural management, and JIDAS is one of them. And this is in central India and only one in Madhya Pradesh. Rural management graduates work in the areas like sustainable rural livelihoods, agribusiness, management, cooperatives, climate change, microfunds, corporate social responsibility, natural resources management, rural marketing, commodity trading and marketing, and rural entrepreneurship. In addition to learning core MBA courses like accounting for managers, managerial analysis and communication, finance for managers, marketing management, marketing research, project management, organizational behavior, management information systems, strategic marketing and strategic management. The MBA Rural Management or PGDM RM. Students are imparted knowledge and skills on subjects specifically focusing on the rural sectors. Apart from the classroom-based courses, we provide opportunities to the rural management students to undergo rural exposure, rural immersion, and there are many other field visits. Rural management has inevitably become a distinct profession. Development of rural masses is a composite concern and a movement to be operationalized under extremely diverse milieu. This course prepares the students to meet the challenges posed by the profession and molds them into change agents, facilitators in the process of development. Therefore, we have adopted clear-cut objectives that focus on the following: sensitizing the students to pay due respect to the rural masses and their wisdom, inculcating the value of people's participation in development process, equipping the students with the required knowledge, skills, and self-confidence. This will enable them to be effective and competent in their solemn task. Infusing the professional knowledge and skill among the students for successful planning, implementing, and managing of developmental programs. To keep abreast with the latest developments in the field of rural development, the course has been revised and updated time to time. The Government of India and the state government initiate various schemes for development from time to time. But the fact remains that can be effective if not planned properly and executed systematically. Rural development has always been the prime focus of our government since independence. All 5 years plans were focused towards the special benefit of the rural community. Some of the objectives have been achieved and others have failed, but the effort for further development has not ceased. The knack to work in villages cannot be developed overnight. It is a continuous process of development, and the spirit has to come from within. The basic objectives, if one works in a rural area, is the upliftment of the rural working and living lifestyle. This is quite devotion and needs lots of patience. The advantage to work in a village or in a rural area is the pollution-free environment. Secondly, the hygienic food and pure water would add more to the health of the person. The other advantage is the no politician of workforce, which would help one work properly. So the course is for 2 years and the course is divided into 6 trimesters. The minimum qualification to qualify the written exam of the institute is graduation with 50% marks. After passing from the institute, a student is placed appropriately with the Government of India's rural development projects or with some voluntary agencies or any international level non-government organization. The other avenue open for rural management professional are the research institutes. There are also equal opportunities in agencies like United National and its subsidiary social research agencies. The main work for a rural management professional is planning systematic development of the region where one is working. Secondly, the person is expected to collect necessary data on topics like illiteracy rate, nourishment rate, development of women, and social relevant information. These data are further classified into broader heads and many plans done accordingly. The entire development of any project depends on the rural development professional, whose accuracy and perfection is of utmost importance. As far as remuneration is concerned, the money packet is not as lucrative as other management profession. But there is tremendous amount of satisfaction achieved in rural work. After working for 7 to 8 years, one can shift to some metro cities for planning and development work. There, the remuneration is quite good and a lot of social prestige is attached to it. So if you concern for rural development and want to do something for the downtrodden, a career in rural development would be ideal. You can avail both satisfaction and social acceptability, which is very important in one's life. You would set examples for others, and others can also follow suit. A career in rural management would also give you the opportunity to travel along the length and breadth of the country and mix with cross-section of people with whom you can share your joy and aspirations. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your enriching words. There's an announcement to the House. This is a webinar series, right? I just would like to remind you that this is a webinar series. The first session is today, and on the 17th of July, we have the second session, and that's on CSR. On 24th of July, we have the third session, that's on microfinance. And on 31st of July, we have the fourth session, that's on NGO sector. And I would like to highlight that these are all industry experts and the alumni of ZDAS. So you can understand and realize that how much our alumni are doing well in this sector. So thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to introduce to you our keynote speaker, Dr. Jogendra Pathak. He is a professor of XIDS, and he would like to enlighten you on his thoughts. So, Dr. Pathak has done his PhD in rural development from RDVV University, Jabalpur. He holds a diploma in health promotion from National Institute of Health and Family Welfare, New Delhi, and a bachelor's degree in law. He joined XIDS in 2006. He handles subjects such as rural entrepreneurship, social marketing, NGO management, NRM, rural camp. He has been organizing several rural camps too, and legal environments and business law. He has served this institute from last 15 years, and he has an experience in this sector in research too. He has an experience in the field of resettlement and rehabilitation. He is a member of Indian Sociological Society and Indian Society of Labour Economics. He has also received the Best Paper Award in the international conference held in J.K. Lakshmipati University, Jaipur. So, with this, I welcome you, Dr. Pathak, for your wonderful and thought-provoking address. Thank you so much. Off to Dr. Pathak.
Thank you, Kamna ma'am. Honorable Father Dr. Dharamkishore Lakra, SJ, Director, XIDAS, Jabalpur. Respected Father Binod Topo, SJ, Admission Coordinator, XIDAS, and Convener of the webinar. Respected Father Dr. Sanjay Kujur, SJ, Finance Controller, JIDAS, and dear participants. First of all, I would like to thank JIDAS management for giving me the opportunity to participate as a keynote speaker in today's webinar. Good morning all. Now I am going to deal with the topic that I have been provided with. नेक्स्ट पेज कैसे जाएगा? हाँ. हो गया, आगे बढ़ाना पड़ेगा ना. Dear friends, during the present time of pandemic, I feel the topic of today's webinar, job opportunity in the arena of rural development, is very relevant and more focus should be given on such thing as well. By rural development, we mean not the development of one sector of rural area, but true or real rural development can be achieved through the holistic or all-round development of the rural areas. Holistic development refers to development of the rural areas socially, economically, politically, and the development of various infrastructure. As we know and understand that India is one of the growing economy in the world, in this context, development of the rural areas of our country is of utmost importance. India is a country of villages where almost 1/3 population of our country resides in the rural areas. Most of the residents of the rural areas in our country earn their livelihood primarily through agriculture and its allied activities. So, if we like to see India growing, focus should be more onto the development of rural areas. Since the first 5-year plan that was started in the year 1951 till date, government has been on the path of developing rural India through various programs and policies in all the sectors, be it employment generation program, social security programs, health programs, livelihood programs, to name a few. Talking about one of the programs of the government, like employment generation program, there has been various employment generation program in the past, but in today's scenario, the most popular employment generation program is MG, NREGA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, wherein the beneficiaries are being provided jobs for 100 days, and this program was basically designed to provide job to the rural masses during the lean period of agriculture. As of today's scenario, stress should be focused on the sustainable rural development of our country. Why we say it to be sustainable rural development? Because India is a country where there is abundant quantity of natural resources available, and these resources are mostly found in the rural areas of our country. Hence, it can be said that our rural areas have abundant natural resources which can be used sustainably for the development of our villages in general and the rural areas in particular. Having the rich base of natural resources, still the rural areas of our country are struggling for development. The challenges that our rural areas are facing for development are lack of electricity, poor industrial development, improper communication facilities, poor medical and other infrastructure facilities, low literacy rates, unemployment, and poor health condition. Furthermore, there are ample scopes for working in the area of rural development. Government is directly or indirectly in collaboration with various grassroots NGOs are rigorously working for the development of rural areas of the country. From my experience in the field of rural development for more than 15 years, I am of the view that the villages of our country are the masters and expertise of using the available resources in a sustainable way, but they lack exposure and they need to be facilitated so that they can focus on their self-development as well. You students can be one of the facilitator for the development of the rural areas by working for them. You can either work as individual social entrepreneur or as an employee with some NGOs working in the grassroots level or government sector or with the corporates in their CSR sector as well. There are various sectors in which you can work as a professional and contribute for the rural development of our rural areas. The sectors in which you can work as professionals for rural development are microfinance, livelihood, health, education, CSR, R&R, natural resource management, research and development, consultancy. You can go for setting up of your own NGOs. You can also become a social entrepreneur. There are various jobs available in the rural sector in the area of social marketing as well. I would like to name some of the organizations which are working in these few sectors. In the microfinance, you can hear about Basics Microfinance Private Limited, Sonata Microfinance Private Limited, Fusion Microfinance Private Limited, and Annapurna Microfinance Private Limited. In the livelihood sector, we can name the organizations which are working in this sector are Swadesh Foundation, IGSSS, and MBSS. The organizations which are working in the health sectors are HelpAge India, CRY, Lepra Society, and Smile Foundation. The organizations working in the education sector are Oxfam India, World Vision, and Pratham. For more understanding about the jobs in the rural development sector, you can visit some of the websites like www.ngobox.org, www.devnetjobsindia.org, and www.ruralnaukri.com, in these websites you can find various details about the organization and the types of organization working in the field of rural development. But for working in the field of rural development, you need to have some professional qualifications like postgraduate diploma in rural management, masters in social work, or masters in business management in rural management. Through this professional qualification, you will be equipped with the subjects like, please go through the subjects that are usually taken in the rural management courses, wherein the courses include both of general management as well as it caters to the rural subject as well. Now, the domain knowledge of these subjects are very essential when you go for any jobs in the rural sector, which are the requisite requirement of the employers. Further, I conclude my talk here with the notion that as our rural areas are still in the path of development, hence there are good opportunities of jobs in the field of rural development area where any professional can excel high in his or her life with a satisfaction of their contribution for the growth of the society they live in and also building the nation at large. Now, here I would like to focus that if any student who are working in with the engineering background or any technical background, this course is also beneficial for them as well, because collaborating the domain knowledge of rural development plus the technical knowledge, you can develop or invent various things and you can contribute for the development of the rural areas. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful deliberation. Okay, before we move to the question and answer session, I would just like to make an announcement. At the end of the webinar, we will send you a feedback link. So in order to avail the certificates, I request all the students, to participate in all the sessions and fill in your feedbacks. Then only I think your certificates will be delivered to you. So I hope that all of you do the needful. Okay, before we get into the question and answer session, I request all the faculties of XIDS to kindly switch on your cameras. And any questions, you can, participate in answering the questions along with Dr. Pathak. The students can ask questions. The house is open for the discussion. I request the other faculties also. Students, more than 100 participants are there in the webinar. Anyone can unmute their mic and ask the questions. Before getting into the questions, I welcome our faculties. You can see our faculties. Dr. Umasi Saha, Dean. Dr. Namrata Vasudev Jasrotia, the specialization head of marketing, as well as the HOD of Training Block, Training Center. Professor Cecil Anthony, and Dr. Father Dharam Kishore Lakra, and also Professor Namrata Williams. So I welcome you all today.
Thank you, Kam.
Welcome, everybody.
I encourage you students to please participate. I hope you understood the session very well.
Let them ask in Hindi also.
या प्लीज़ आप हिंदी में भी प्रयास कर सकते हैं, ऐसी कोई परेशानी नहीं है. हम सभी अपनी मातृभाषा से बहुत अच्छे से सहमत हैं और हम सभी आपको समझा सकते हैं उस पॉइंट पे. प्लीज़ आप ओपन हैं, आप हिंदी इंग्लिश किसी में भी क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं.
And maybe you can even write it on your chat boxes if there is a need. आप चैट बॉक्स में भी अपने क्वेश्चंस को लिख सकते हैं.
अगर स्टूडेंट्स कुछ क्वेश्चंस नहीं पूछ रहे हैं तो अगर फैकल्टी कुछ और अपना इंसाइट दे सकते हैं तो आप वेलकम हैं.
Yes, thank you, Kamna. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Pathak. Your deliberation was short and sweet, and it was good. It included all the different angles of why rural management as of today. Because in this COVID pandemic, we have seen it has hit the urban areas very badly, but rural area is still unaffected. And the job, there is a severe crisis of job in the urban areas, but rural area is still unexplored. And there are huge opportunities, and as because of the CSR in the next, as Kamna ma'am was saying, the next session will be on CSR, which is going to be very important, because most of the important organization, it has been mandatory for all different organizations and banks to conduct CSR activities, including Tata, including NABARD, including Shriram Group, ICICI, Aditya Birla, Mahindra, Hero Groups. Every other organization, they are converging towards the rural area for the CSR. And rural area is that area where, whatever intervention a rural manager does, we can see its effect because it's unexplored areas. So this is a very good area where we can, our founder, Father Michael Vanden Bogart always used to say that the students should move against the tide. It's not with the tide, as because everyone is going MBA business management. It's not only business management which will fetch you good job, good name, fame. No, if you work, if you go against this tide, if you go and you are specialized in very typical, you are going to gain a lot of values in this society, like the people of who's super specialized in microfinance, super specialized are alumni. There some alumni are super specialized in microfinance. They are super specialized in the area of entrepreneurship, in the area of local governance, in the area of handling the gender issues, in handling the health specialized, and they are sitting in UNDP. They are sitting in UNICEF. They are sitting in different organizations of care, and they are working. And they said, and they are very happy, and we are happy to see our alumni in such big positions. So we thought, why we started this webinar, we thought that people many young generation, many young people like y'all may not know what is the opportunities which are lying in the rural areas as of today. So that is one of the reason we thought that let us give you some brief you about this area. So I think please you just explore it, and Pathak sir has given you different link. Today when I was looking into different link, the opportunities are endless. So please don't be stereotyped in your thinking. Think out of the box and think something good, and it's definitely going to fetch you good result in your career. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Uma. Thank you so much. Now I request the other faculty members also, specialization heads also. They can add on whatever specialization factor they can pitch in. So I request you all to kindly please share your views too.
Kamna ma'am, please check the chat box also, some queries might be there.
Yes. We have checked, Father. I invite Dr. Namrata Vasudev. Kindly share your views.
Respected dignitaries online, and my dear colleagues and my dear participants, it's a great pleasure that I've been requested to speak on this webinar. And I would like to tell the students one very important thing, that I myself am from the field of management, but I joined this Rural Management Institute 21 years back, and I have learned, and there is a lot of future in rural management. And the management principles and the rural management principles go together in line with one another. And the ultimate aim, like what Father Binod also said, is satisfaction and social prestige. And seeing the pandemic and seeing the marketing conditions, I feel the rural management has enormous scope and enormous possibilities. Like our dean already expressed, every corporate has a corporate social responsibility wing where, the social entrepreneurs, the rural managers, the rural facilitators are needed. So this field has an enormous potential and scope in the years coming, in the next 20 years, because, most of our economy is agriculture and it is rural based. So I would suggest, I can understand on this online platform, maybe you are a little hesitant, you are not very comfortable asking and speaking, but then you have our numbers. You can please get in touch with us on a one-to-one basis where we can, address all your queries and all your doubts on a one-to-one basis. And I would just like to say, that the brand that we are associated with and the brand that we are working with is an international brand. And, it has a lot of qualities and it has a lot of experience and it has a lot of knowledge to chisel the youth of the country and prepare them for the next 40 years, the coming 40 years. So thank you so much on behalf of Zetas family. So, attending this webinar. And in case, again, I would like to reiterate, you have any queries, our entire Zetas fraternity is ready to help you out. Thank you so much, Kamna.
Thank you so much, Dr. Namrata. Thank you so much. We have one query from Ashish. Ashish, can you please come up and unmute your mic and ask the question? Ashish, can you hear me? You have mentioned in the chat box. Please raise your hand so that we can see you. Okay. Okay, if he joins back, he has left the meeting. If he joins back, we can answer him. We can ask him to the question. Now I request Professor Cecil Anthony to kindly share your views.
Okay. Thank you, Kamna. Very good morning to all the dignitaries present here. I do believe I am audible.
Yes.
Okay. All the stakeholders, it is very important that the objective of the webinar was to make an awareness regarding the rural perspectives, the possibilities, the opportunities to all the stakeholders, whether it's a professional, students, in terms of academic, professional in terms of working, research scholars in terms of research. Rural management has a lot of perspective and developments area. As Dr. Pathak has already given a brief elaboration regarding what are the opportunities that is available. So the stakeholders, we can assure you that from this webinar, you can understand that an organization work in the entire field, from HR perspective, from marketing perspective, from rural development perspective, from let's say the information technology perspective. Again, the organization require a manpower. It can be from management students, it can be from rural management students. So this was the idea, to explore that there are opportunities available in rural development in any stream that you are. And the institute, as Dr. Namrata has and the Dean Ma'am has already stated, that the institute is always available to you in case of any clarification, further inquiries, further information that is required to explore in terms of academics, in terms of research, in terms of projects, in terms of professional. So the institute will be definitely, under the guidance of the director, will always be available. Please, this idea of rural development is the next level of opportunities where the manpower is definitely required to, again, sustain the development of society, the development of the individual, as well as the development towards the nation. I do believe, please look into the concept from the HR perspective, finance perspective, marketing perspective, information technology perspective, rural development perspective. The organization of rural development is in the overall 360-degree phases that really impacts and contribute in the development of the entire organization. That's all from my end. Thank you very much to the dignitaries. Thank you, Kamna.
Thank you, Professor Cecil. Thank you so much. Now we have one more student, Harsh Gupta. Harsh, you have raised your hand. So if you can unmute your mic. Are you there, Harsh? Okay, I request Dr. Namrata Williams to kindly share her views.
Thank you, Professor Kamna. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I think all the students who are there, if you could just switch on your mics, we would like to see you once, because all of us are a little curious. We can just see your names, but we cannot see all. If y'all could just switch on your mics, it could be a little interactive for us also. Otherwise, we'll be just looking at each other and talking on the this Google Meet. So is it possible for the students to switch on the mic, the attendees? I don't think so. Okay. Dr. Father Dharam Kishore Lakra, SJ, our director, has already addressed and told about what all opportunities there are there. And then in addition to that, we had Father Vinod and Dr. Jogendra Pathak. Dr. Uma Saha also updated about the opportunities, and Dr. Namrata Vasudev and Professor Cecil. So I would not be talking about the opportunities now. I would just like to add on to the difference that we have in our institute. So what happens here, we have trained field staff, professional staff, and all the faculties that you can see, they're all trained in research. Most of them have done tremendous amount of work as far as projects are concerned. And they all come with a very rich experience. So what happens when the students join our course, and the RM course, the approach that we have to it is that we take the students on the field, we try to make them work. So when I am a part of the placement team, so when we have placements, the best part with our students is that they become so trained in these 2 years that the companies are ready to take them. And that's the difference that comes with a Xavier's and a Jesuit brand of education and rural management. Every faculty that you see here, they have such a rich experience that when they come to talk about the subject, you learn such a lot from them. And that is how our course for rural management that we pitch in is a little different from the other ones, along with providing holistic development. The sectors where our students go, we have CSR, we have livelihood programs, health programs. Right now, because of the pandemic, most of the students are getting hired in health programs like Care India takes our students. After a few years of experience, we have our alumni who are placed with UN. We have alumni who are placed with World Bank. They're all over. Anywhere you go, you'll meet an alumni of ours. And we're very proud of our alumni. So that way, for us, rural management is like into our DNA, I think. And it's become very much a part of our life, whether we are teaching PGDM students or rural management students, that has been incorporated into our system. So, and any queries, if you could have, we would be very happy to answer your queries. If there were any questions that you could ask, it would be a little interactive for us also.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
you so much
Thank
for highlighting us about placements and giving the ideas to the students. Okay, now there's an important announcement. I hope you are all listening towards it. So I request the students that the registration is still open. If you can share this with your friends and with other people, they can also join. So you can attend the other sessions on the different dates that I've already informed you all. I will still repeat it again, that the dates are 17th of July, 24th of July, and 31st of July. So for the next webinar session, the keynote speaker is Mr. Yogesh Kapse. He is the Senior Manager CSR, Piaggio Vehicles Private Limited. And Mr. Kapse is globally listed in top 100 most impactful CSR leaders. So it's a very important session, friends. I request you that you should attend this session and you can get more of insights on CSR perspective. And I would like to just tell you that he is also our alumni of ZDAS from batch 2002. So he is Mr. Yogesh Kapse. You can see him. मैं आप लोगों के सामने ये अनुरोध करती हूँ कि मिस्टर योगेश कापसे हमारे एलुमनाई के मेंबर हैं और हमारे जीडास के बैच 2002 से पास आउट हुए हैं और इन्होंने विश्व में ही उन्होंने पुरस्कार को पाया है, ग्लोबल पुरस्कार को पाया है CSR एक्टिविटी के पर्सपेक्टिव में एज अ लीडर। और मैं आपसे अनुरोध करती हूँ कि इस सेशन को आप ज़रूर अटेंड करें, आप इसे मिस ना करें, क्योंकि ये बहुत ही एनलाइटेंड और एनरिचिंग सेशन है जहाँ पे आपको जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं, जहाँ पे आप बहुत कुछ अपने फ्यूचर को देख सकते हैं डिफरेंट एरिया में, क्योंकि ये खुद भी हमारे यहाँ के स्टूडेंट रह चुके हैं 2002 के बैच के और उन्होंने अपने नाम को बहुत कमाया है ग्लोबली। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आप ज़रूर इसके सहभागी होंगे और आप अपने फ्रेंड्स को लेके आ सकते हैं। और एक और चीज़ मैं आपके सामने रखना चाहती हूँ कि आप ज़रूर फीडबैक फॉर्म को भरें ताकि आपको वो सारे फैसिलिटीज़ अवेल कर पाएँ सर्टिफिकेट्स के द्वारा, जहाँ पे आप अपने जॉब्स के समय उसके समय आप उसे पब्लिश कर सकें। सो थैंक यू सो मच। With this, we come to an end of the program. Don't let the sun go down without saying thank you to someone and without admitting to yourself that absolutely no one gets this far alone. So it's all the teamwork. It's said by Stephen King. With this, I request Dr. Father Sanjay Kujur, Finance Controller, XIDS, to kindly unmute your mic and present the vote of thanks.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, Father, we can hear you. Thank you.
Respected Dr. Father Dharam Kishore Lakra SJ, the Director of JIDAS, Dr. Uma Saha, our Dean, and all the staff members, and all the participants, good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Father Dharam Kishore Lakra for giving the welcome address to all the participants. And most probably, this is the first we have started in our own webinar. This is my privilege to extend the vote of thanks to all of you, all the organizers and the participants in the webinar. I would like to thank Professor Kamna Michael, especially doing as the job of MC, Master of Ceremony of the webinar, who has done wonderfully in the program. The job opportunity in rural development, she has very clearly explained, and introduction she has done. I would like to thank Father Binod for giving an overview on job opportunity in rural development at various levels. I would like to thank also Dr. Jogendra Pathak for giving wide perspective of rural scenarios of our country. He also gave the various scopes for the job opportunities at various levels in our own country. Once again, I would like to thank you, each one of you, for participating in this webinar successfully. And with this word, I would like to thank and looking forward to you again. Thank you very much, Kamna ma'am.
Thank you so much, Father Sanjay. Thank you so much. Now we come to an end of our webinar. And I hope all of you have enjoyed, how you have been enriched by the thought-provoking words shared by the different dignitaries, the professors, and our panel members who have talked about it. So I hope you have been fully understood the concept well. So we thank you all of you for being a part and parcel of our webinar series. Success is not about what you have achieved in the past, but success is all about what you are achieving in the present, by Rabi Nayak. Thank you so much, all of you, and I hope to see you all again on 17th of July with the next session on CSR activities. So thank you so much. All the best. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you to
Thank you, everyone. Well done.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Nitin. राम, यू हैव सम क्वेरी. राम, आप कुछ पूछना चाह रहे हैं? राम, आपने रेज हैंड किया था. Thank you, Pami. Thank you, Manas.
Thank you, Manas. किसी को भी अगर कोई भी कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. जरूरी नहीं है कि आप इस क्वेश्चन को ही पूछें.
Thank you, Abhinav. Thank you, Soni. Thank you, Ayushi.
लेकिन अगर आपको कोई और जानकारी चाहिए तो आप पूछ सकते हैं.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Sam-
Samayjit. Shyamjit.
Poonam has
Thank
raised
you,
a hand.
Shikha.
Poonam,
Thank you,
if you want
Aman.
to ask something, you have raised a hand. You can unmute.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Pankaj.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, beta. Thank you, Ram. The webinar is ended. आप अगर आप छोड़ना चाहते हैं तो आप लीव कर सकते हैं मीटिंग.
क्या क्या है वहाँ पर प्रोग्राम में है ना. हाँ, वो झाग के लिए धर्म देगा, मीरा बैठ के मैं दूंगा. लिखे हो ना ऊपर में ना. हाँ, कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है नहीं. ठीक है.